Yo, what's good? Hold up, let me make sure mic on. Bet mic's on. So it's your boy Payne back at it again with another video, and I know you probably wondering where have I been? Well, had to go school shopping, bro. School's tomorrow, so yeah, had to go. So that's what happened. But we're not gonna speak on that. We just gonna hop right back into this, right where we left off. So the crew, they got back. They got back earlier, and so they just hit. They just hit the land, and Luffy orders Sanji to go get food because they ran out of food, and he tells the rest of the crew that they can do whatever they want. And so what he does is him and Ace go get some food because they're hungry because they ran out of food. Because I'm gonna say it took about a week and they ate all the food in that week. And so, they eat, and then Smoker comes, and then he's like, I'll catch up with you, Uncle Luffy. And then so Smoker starts to put things together like Uncle Luffy, the writer actually have a kid. That's what he's thinking, right? He ain't saying it all out. And then so, you know, Luffy dips, and then he's walking around exploring. And then so same kind of fight that happens. It's a tie, and nobody was winning, nobody's losing again with the fight against Ace and Smoker. So, Ace gets away, and he goes meets back up with Luffy, and they walk in. And, they get attacked by all those millions and billions, and everything really plays out the same. So this time, right? So they dip, they get back on the ship, and so they sailing away. And so this time, so I'm gonna say it's like twice as more ships, right? And then Ace goes, Uncle Luffy, I'll take care. And then Luffy's like, no, you're not taking care of anything, right? And then he's like, it's my turn to show off some of my skills, right? And he's like, all of you pay attention, because I haven't used this ability before in any of y'all presence. So like, listen, keep in mind, Luffy has not used the op fruit in their presences, right? And so what he says is, he's like, all right, Zoro, he says, Zoro, you take that half over there, and then he's like, I'll take that half, right? And so they go, and so Luffy jumps, he jumps off, and I'm gonna say like, he's using the you remember that one thing that Law did to get out of the water? Well, actually, I'm gonna say he's using hockey. No, I'm gonna say he's using that airwalk shit. You know what I'm saying? Like with the Marines and shit. I'm gonna say he copied it off of Garp when they were fighting back in the day. He's using the airwalk that Sanji be using, to walk on air. And so he gets there, and he makes a circle. Because I'm gonna say it's 20 gigantic ships each, right? And he makes a circle. He makes a room, right? And I'm gonna say it's invisible, because I'm gonna say he likes to. Because I'm gonna say he can make his stuff invisible or visible if he wants to. And so I'm gonna say all of their heads get cut off in the matter of seconds, and then boom, and then they all gone, they all dead, and all the ships get sliced in three, like that one time that Mihawk did. And I'm gonna say with Zoro, I'm gonna say he pulls out his swords, and he does that that one move, that Zinzan Sakai move, with 100 worlds and shit. Let me see. Perception for War. What if Naruto's raised by Orochi? I'm gonna have to watch that later, because Orochi kind of bad. But anyway, so so Zoro, he does that ultimate move what he did against Pika. That's just fire as fuck. And I'm gonna say he knows hockey by now, right? I'm gonna say that him, Zoro, Sanji, and Usopp Nami. Zoro, Sanji, Usopp, Nami. All three of them, no, all four of them know hockey, but not too much. I'm gonna say they know a little bit of armament, and they don't have any observation yet. And so that's what happens. And so he does that move, and all of them, they all get cut in half. Instead of getting cut in three like Luffy did, they all get cut in half. Cause when he did that shit, if you watch the movie, uh, he did that. He did that. He cut that meteor in half. He ain't cut it like Mihawk did in the squares. Like that shit was badass. If you ain't watched that movie, the one with Bullet. If you ain't watched that movie, you gotta go watch that shit right now. Cause that shit was fire, bro. But so they sell off and they go. So I'm gonna skip all the boring shit. But I'm gonna say Vivi did break down, and that skirmish still did happen, and Luffy still hit her in her shit and set her straight, put her in her place. And so I'm gonna skip to next part, to all the fights and stuff. So they walk in, they get to the this time all of them all of them get to the whatchamacallit, to the whatchamacallit, the city where Crocodile is. But I'm gonna say in the meantime, while all that was going on, while they took up traveling, Smoker, he called for backup, right? And I'm gonna say he got a whole fleet. Well, not a big fleet, but like a decently sized fleet. Of Marines, the fodder Marines, and that one chick with the pink hair that can make them bars and shit. Like, what I'm talking about? Yeah. And so he got her crew. And so, they came, and he's with Tashigi. Because I don't remember killing off Tashigi. If I did, then she alive now. So, they go, and hold up. 1 second. Get y'all snacks. Let me see. Yeah, these are valid. Yeah, these pistachios be straight smacking, bro. You ain't never had pistachios, scroll off this video, go to the store and get you some. These whole smack, bro. Change your life forever. But anyway, let's get back to the story. So, next thing that happens, so they split up, and he tells everybody to go after a designated number. And he's like, I'll go after Crocodile, right? And he tells Ace that you take any care of any unexpected yes, right? So Ace goes off to take care of the Marines, and the crew goes off to take care of everybody else, right? And so I'm gonna skip to Sanji versus Mr. 2. Since Sanji knows hockey, Mr. 2 gets shit on, and I'm gonna skip towards to Zoro versus Mr. 1. Mr. 1, I'm gonna say he put up a bit of a fight, and Zoro still did get that learning experience that he got. That learning experience. If you know what I'm talking about, the learning experience where he learned to cut through metal. And the dude was like, "What's next, diamond?" And then Zoro was like, "Don't be foolish, right?" So that happens, and then so everybody else fight went as the same as canon, but like they had a little bit of an edge over them. I'm gonna say Nami still got her shit whopped. Usopp and Chopper, let's say double teamed. Since they double teamed, I'm gonna say they whopped. Like I'm gonna say they double teamed one, and then moved on to the other because it was two of them. And so I'm gonna say now next that's gonna happen is Luffy gonna walk in that motherfucker, gonna walk down the stairs. Crocodile having a little feast that he got, and I'm gonna say and before I say what happened in this fight, right? Luffy told Vivi to go meet up with her dad. So Vivi out the picture right now. So he walked down that motherfucker, and then so Crocodile looks up and he's like, "Who the hell?" And then he stops, like, just fear just goes through his whole body, right? And he's like, "Mama," he starts stuttering. He's like, "Mama, Monkey D. Luffy," right? And then so Luffy's like, "That is my name," right? And so So Luffy, he sits in front of Crocodile. He starts eating some of the food because he's still kind of hungry because it takes a lot of fucking food to fill up that nigga Luffy. Tell me otherwise. And so that they start having a conversation, right? He's like, this is how it's gonna go. He starts telling him how like you gonna have to leave this island or else you're gonna die, right? And so Crocodile ain't having that. He got a little arrogant, man, they're just legends. He ain't really do any of that stuff. Right? He gets full of himself. And then so he charges at Luffy. And Luffy pulls out the staff, right? And then he teleports behind whatchamacallit. He teleports behind Crocodile with his heart in his hand on some Kilo with shit. No, I'm gonna say he scratched out. He didn't even pull out the staff. He didn't even need the staff. He just boom, disappear, appear behind Crocodile, boom, and his heart in the hand. And that motherfucker. And this time, like in Hunter x Hunter, where Kilo had a little bit of blood, that nigga Luffy had no blood on his hand to be seen, my nigga. And also, also, damn, what was I about to say? Yeah, so he disappeared behind him, yeah, with the heart in his hand, bam, Crocodile dead. That's basically how it went. Had to pull no staff out. Yeah, I'm gonna give this nigga Luffy some moves from different anime. You just gotta deal with it, man. That shit low key fire though. You can't even cap them assassination moves. But yeah, so that's what happened with Crocodile. Crocodile's dead. Everything wraps up, and Luffy claims Alabasta as his territory, right? And I know what you're thinking. What about the government? Because ain't that under the government? Ain't Alabasta under the government? I'm going to say that Luffy didn't give a fuck, and the government are scared of Luffy. So they're like, they just let him do what he want as long as he ain't mad. Because they somewhat know what Luffy's capable of, but they really don't know what Luffy's capable of, right? And I don't know the situation with Robin. Oh yeah, Robin's already joining the crew, and I'm still say that she's in training, and you know, and then I'm gonna say yeah, I'm gonna say that Robin. No. Oh, I got a new job for Nami. So like, well, not a new job because that is kind of her job, but I'm gonna say like all the money transactions that everybody makes goes through Luffy, right? And I'm gonna say that Robin is somewhat like the strategist of the crew, but all her strategies go through Luffy. So I'm gonna say like they each have like their designated roles in the crew, but it goes through Luffy before they can actually do that what they're about to do. So next thing that happens, they talk with the king. They there for a few days, grubbing, rejuvenating. Because I'm going to say that they did get tired out from them fights, Not Luffy, but everybody else, and they grew a little bit. And I'm going to say they're there for about a week, and Luffy is just training them, And in the meantime, Chopper and Robin knows a little bit, just tiny, just a tad bit of armament huggy. And so, bam. So after that, we go to the next island. Well, what the fuck happened next, my nigga? Shit. So it was Alabasta. Where the hell did they go next? Where'd they go after Alabasta? Hold on, I'm finna look that shit up. Damn. Where did the Straw Hats go after? How the fuck you spell Alabasta? Fuck, what happened, my nigga? Yeah, alright. Bro, they stop fucking telling me, okay. What comes after Alabasta? Arc? Fuck. Was it Drum Island? The fuck's Drum Island again? Fuck. No, hold up. Alright, list. Alright, here's a list right here. Shit, my bad, niggas. Hold up. I'm doing this shit off the top of my head, so. Alright, Romance Down, Orange Town, Syrup Village, Baratier, Arlong Park, Buggy Side Story, Log Town, Warship, Reverse Mountain, Whiskey Peak, Kobe and Helmopo, Little Garden, Drum Island, Alabasta, Post Alabasta Park, Goat Island. Oh, they went to that place with that nigga, that old nigga, and them fucking goats. Yeah, I'm gonna skip that shit because I low key thought that shit was filler, bro. That shit was boring as hell. On God, because there was no action, bro. All because like the goats ate all the money and shit. But what the fuck is the Luke? What the fuck? Hold up. So I guess it was Skypiea after that, right? What the fuck is this though? What the fuck is that arc? Hold up. Hold up. Fuck is Reluca? I don't know what the fuck. Images. Oh, that shit. Yeah, that shit was kind of boring too. Fuck. Oh, I ain't gonna lie. This arc right here was fire. But yeah, we gonna get back to the story. Yeah, we gonna go back. It's gonna be the Jaya arc. We're gonna do that shit next. So, next thing to happen. Wait, hold up. Before I get into this, I gotta eat some more of these pistachios. These hoes be smacking. If you don't like it, get the fuck out. I don't care. My channel, bitch. Oh, smack. Hold up. I gotta give me some water. I gotta wash this shit down with something. You know. I'm gonna figure that. Alright, bet. Alright. So, next thing that happens is they go to Jaya. You know, they step on that motherfucker. And so, everybody that's looking, they're like, cause I'm gonna say this time, everybody got some bounty. So yeah, almost everybody got a bounty. Even Robin already had a bounty. But I ain't give Chopper a bounty yet. I'm gonna say they ain't hold Chopper, because I'm gonna say they know that he's the doctor of the crew this time. I'm not gonna hold Chopper like they did in the anime. They gave him 100 fucking berries, bro. Did they not see that shit? That big ass fucking monster. That one arc, bro. That shit pissed me off how they did Chopper. And they did, and Chopper transformed into that monster right in front of the Marines. So why the fuck they didn't give that nigga a bigger bounty, bro? It don't make no fucking sense to me. They just did it for laughs and giggles, though. Shits and giggles. So, they walking through. And so, bam. Luffy, he walks in that motherfucking bar, sits down, right? Next to Blackbeard, or future Blackbeard. And now his name is still Teach, you know. So, next thing that happens, he orders a pie. And he orders a drink, right? And that same interaction happened where he's like, man, this pie is trash as fuck. And he's like, this drink is bomb. And Teach is like, man, this drink is trash as fuck. But this pie is bomb, right? And they're like, what the fuck is your problem? And then Teach, he notices that's fucking Monkey D. Luffy. He's like, oh, I'm sorry, sir. My bad. And so, oh yeah, and Ace is not with them no more. They still parted ways. I ain't mention that. So, and he's like, you're the one Ace is looking for. And then he's like, what? What about Ace? And so he's like, so Luffy's like, I heard you killed one of your crewmates for a devil fruit and ran, and Ace is after you. And he's like, oh, yeah, that is what I did, right? And he's like, I'm gonna give you one warning, and one warning only. You go after my nephew, right? And if you hurt him in any way, I'll have your head on a stick and shoved into an island that's one of my territory, right? That's exactly what he said. Bam. And that just had his ass scared as fuck. And so that's when Bellamy comes in that motherfucker and he tries to bullshit Luffy, right? He tries to bullshit Luffy. And I'm gonna say Robin's with him. No. Zoro's with him. Cause he still mentioned Skypiea. But he's already been to Skypiea. But he forgot how to I'm gonna say they went up the other way. Like, there's two ways to get into Skypiea, and in that way, like most of the crew will die, and then the other way is like it's like they all die or they all live, right? And so that's the way they want to go this time. Yo, my Dragon City egg cracking, but we're not gonna speak on that. But so this time what they do is they try to go up but Luffy doesn't know that way, so he's asking around and everybody's laughing, and Luffy he lets out a bit of bloodlust, right? Setting every nigga up. And so Bellamy, with the nigga with the springs, he comes up, he's like, if it isn't Monkey D. Luffy, right? And he tries to, he goes for Luffy's side, right? And before you could even touch it, boom. I'm talking hands spread out of every fucking part of his fucking body. Boom. Cause I'm gonna say Zoro and Robin's with him, right? So bam, hands spread out on every part of his body, right? Spreads his legs, and then and then so, it stretches out his arms, and it's about to and some more hands around his fucking head, about to twist his fucking neck, about to just execute this nigga, right? And then boom, and then Zoro got his fucking sword to fucking Bellamy's neck, bro. That scene, bro, that one scene was so fucking badass, bro, because he's like, what the fuck do you think you're doing? And then bam, but this time Robin's there. So bam, right? So that's what's happening. And then so Robin's like, how dare you? And then Zoro's like, picks it up and he's like, try to touch our captain. Boom. And then so barely, he's like, oh, what the fuck? And then so bam. And he's like, and Luffy's like, ease up. And then he's like, boom. And then he's like, and so they ease up, boom. And then so as soon as they get away, that nigga Bellamy's just fucking set through like 5 fucking public establishments, my nigga. Like, I'm telling you, one punch from this nigga Luffy sent this nigga, I'm talking no hockey. I'm talking sent this nigga through like 5 different establishments, my nigga. I'm talking went through the fucking bar, bam. Went through a fucking restaurant, bam. Fucking hit a gym, bam, fucking hit an arena, boom, went through that motherfucker. Oh god, bro, that nigga went through 5 fucking places, bro. That shit was funny. And then so next thing that happens, right? So the bartender, he's like, go to the edge of the island. You'll meet somebody who knows about Skypiea. So that's what they do. They dip. They go to the edge of the island. They talking about the Skypiea. So he tells them about the upburst or whatever the fuck that shit was called that they got up there, and then they still need to they ship ain't looking as wrecked because Luffy and them take care of the ship, but they go up there the same way. They get the South Bird, and this time since Bellamy is incapacitated. And like almost all of his fucking bones are broken, flying through like 5 walls, my nigga. they don't rob that one nigga, right? They don't rob him, so he don't gotta go back to get the gold. And from that day on, Luffy knows why they call him Monkey D. Luffy, the one and only Sin. Yes, sir. Just came up with that shit right now, my nigga. That shit sound fire as hell. That's what Luffy's old name was. The one and only Sin, right? Boom. That shit sound badass as fuck. You can't even cap. If you can create a better name, put that shit in the comments, because I want to see it. But anyway, that's what he's called. And so next, so they go to Sky Island. And so that old man Old man gives him the whistle, but he knows who Luffy is. He's like, Luffy, Luffy, please, sir, Luffy, help us, help us. This nigga named Inaru. He don't say his nigga named Inaru, but he's like, there's a guy named Inaru. He became the god, and he's trying to destroy everything, right? And, you know, and he tells Luffy, and he's like, sure, I'll help y'all, right? And so everything happened, and before, and he's like, just take me to Inaru, and I got you. And so, before everything even happened, he just goes up there, boom, fucking murks Inaru, bam. And he's like, Luffy. But I'm gonna say in the but before all that, right? He find out what happened was with all the, you know, the whatchamacallit, the gold, the city of gold, and everything. And he's like, and so everybody else, he orders everybody else, you know, go fight their battles, and tells everybody else to do what they gotta do. And so this time, what they do is, he's like, and so the old guy became God again, and everybody was friends. I'm gonna say they all became friends because Luffy was peacekeeper. Because I'm gonna say they was the Roger Pirates. They were cool with the nigga that both races. They're cool with both niggas, right? And so, you know, they joined together. And so this time, Luffy put his own note. Because I'm gonna say they did find the bell. They did cut down the beanstalk. And he put his own note. He's like, Robin, write this down for me. Engrave it in for me, if you will. And he's like, the one and only Monkey D. Luffy will become the Pirate King, right? He's like, you know, he's like, to honor his younger brother. Yeah, that's what he says. That's what he puts right there. And so, bam. He's like, could we ever repay you with anything? And then he's like, yes, could I have the lost city of gold? And he's like, of course. And so, bam. Because I don't know why they didn't take all that fucking gold. And so I'm going to say, they get there, they melt down all the fucking gold, and then bam, they get it all. All that fucking gold, right? And I don't know how the fuck they going to put it on that small ass ship, but they found a fucking way. Oh, I'm going to say, like, Luffy made a room, and it's just going to be floating on the top of the ship. And so, but it's gonna be invisible because he can make it invisible. I'm gonna say that he made an ability. He got an ability where he can make anything inside the room invisible. So bam. So what happens next is they get everything, and they get all the gold out of the snake as well. And so you know, they dip in with the elephant. And the same thing happens where I'm gonna say this time it's not Luffy who jumps on that motherfucker. It's fucking Usopp and Chopper. They was fucking around. You know, they jumped on that motherfucker, aired out the little octopus balloon, and they landed in the G5. Because that's my favorite filler arc out of every fucking anime. Because I thought that shit, I low-key thought, like, in fucking One Piece, I low-key thought the G5 arc was fucking, you know, classic arcness. And I thought that the split head arc, you know, that the Foxy nigga, I thought that shit was filler. Because that shit was fucking trash, bro. And anybody can say that shit was fucking trash, but that shit was whack on my mama, nigga. And so, bam, they land in G5 arc. And so everything, I'm gonna say everything goes out the same. Everything plays out the same. But it's just a little bit different. But like, cause I just can't bring myself to change that beautiful art. That art is fire, my nigga. So, next thing that happened is they go after G5, and I'm gonna skip the one arc that I said I fucking hate, and I'm gonna go straight to where they docked on the fucking island, right, with the Admiral Aokiji. So, you know, because I'm saying they was low on food, stopped at the island, and so bam, he's like, this is an abandoned island. I claim this as my territory, and he's like, bam, and so, you know, he goes, you know, they walking around, they all in the group, they walking around. And then so he's like, if it isn't Admiral Aokiji. Because I'm gonna say they go way back. They used to, you know, they used to fight. But now Luffy's way stronger than Aokiji. And then he turns his head and he's like, if it isn't Monkey D. Luffy. I knew you would come here. And then so he's like, if it isn't Nico Robin as well. You know, in that fucking lazy ass voice that he's saying. And this time, Robin ain't scared for shit, cause she knows who the fuck Luffy is. She knows all too well who the fuck Luffy is. And then so Luffy's like, so what's your plan, Aokiji? And he's like, Aokiji's like, I've been feeling bored lately. How about we take it back to the old days? We have a little skirmish, right? And so, they start throwing some good fucking hands, my nigga. I'm talking Luffy starts cutting off Aokiji's arm, and then Aokiji starts freezing Luffy's face and breaking that shit, bro. Fucking fire. And then, but Luffy not using the devil fruit because he don't want to reveal to the Marines that he got the devil fruit. So he's trying to keep it low key. So, they throwing some good hands. Boom. Luffy does that one technique that Killua did, that sound sonic step type shit, where he's just walking around Aokiji, and then bam, it's like 15 Luffy's, walking all around Aokiji, and so Aokiji just gets punched. Oh no, yeah, he just punched in the fucking face. Boom. He gets punched in the fucking face, and he gets sent flying. Boom, and then he comes back and he punches fucking Luffy. His head just gets punched off. Bam, just like that. And then so I'm gonna say that from Luffy's head, his body grows back. And I'm gonna say his regeneration is way faster than Bond's. I'm gonna say he grows back, and then boom, and then Luffy goes Fox Steel, right? Steals all the fucking Aokiji's energy, and then picks up Aokiji by the neck and just throws his ass. Knocking his ass out. And, they wait. They get everything, and they wait for Aokiji to wake up. And he's like, Aokiji, from this day on, this is hereby my island and my territory, right? And he put a straw hat flag on it, and he's like, let the Marines know. And he's like, Aokiji's like, he's all out of breath and shit. He's like, that was a good battle, Luffy. And then so bam, just like that. And so they did. And so I'm gonna say, and I'm gonna say like Aokiji is starting to trust Luffy more than he's trusting the Marines. But we gonna get back to that right there later, my nigga. But that's some foreshadowing right there, if y'all need. So so bam, they go, and so nobody got froze, and nobody had to thaw out this time, and so they go to whatchamacallit. They go to Water 7. And, they pull up to Water 7, all swaggy and shit. And so, he meets up with Iceberg. And no. Scratch that. He don't meet up with Iceberg. So what he does is this time, so I'm saying, in Water 7, there's a total of 7 banks that you can go cash and gold to, you know what I'm saying? So I'm going to say Zoro goes to one bank. And then, so Zoro, Usopp go to one bank. Luffy and Nami go to another bank. Robin and Chopper go to a bank. So that's 3 banks. And so, Sanji go to a bank. I might be missing somebody. Fuck. Yeah, Sanji go to a bank. And so, yeah. And I'm gonna say they're gonna hit that bank all together, at the last bank all together. And so they all of them, they go to those 4 banks. And so they cash out. They take all of that bank's money and turns in a lot of the gold, right? They still have some more gold. And so and then they come back and they meet up all together. And so they put all the money in the ship. They put it in the lower. I'm gonna say they put it in the captain's quarters, because nobody's allowed in the captain's quarters besides Luffy. And so they go, and so I'm gonna say this time they all go, the whole crew go to the last bank. They hit the last bank, boom. And I'm gonna say they left Zoro behind to protect money. And this time, Iceberg knew about Frankie and everybody, but he didn't know, but this time he knew even more, and they had these secret meetings and they were still cool, and Frankie told him about and they still knew, and so Frankie has been honing his skills for his whole life just so he can work under Luffy. and they know that. And so he's like, also, he tells the crew, after we hit this bank, we also got some people to meet up with, man. So, they hit the bank, clean out that whole bank. And so they go back to the ship, and they leave Zoro there to protect it. And he's like, Nami, recount all this money, make sure it's all here. And he's like, make sure it's 15 million. I mean, not 15 million, 15 billion, because that's how much money they got. Boom, $15 billion, right? So, or berries, 15 billion berries. So, they did. They did to, whatchamacallit. So the rest of the crew, they go to Frankie's crib. And I'm gonna say, and as for the rest of, I'm gonna say, Robin, Chopper, you two, y'all get a break. Y'all go dip. Me, Sanji, and, just me and Sanji. Yeah, him and Sanji go to meet Frankie. So Zoro, Nami on the ship. Robin and Chopper left. They went to go do whatever they want, to explore, have fun, and Sanji and whatchamacallit. Sanji and whatchamacallit. Who's which? Sanji and Luffy went to go meet up with Frankie and them. So they met up, and he's like, you're Frankie. And he's like, yeah, I ain't seen you since you were little. Because they didn't meet. And so, yeah. So, I'm going to say Tom built Roger's ship, right? And he's like, yes. And so he has, this time, so they talk, they chop it up. And he's like, I'm ready to go with you, Luffy. And he's like, and so they go back to the ship. And he's like, I need my ship repaired, And Frankie's like, I'll be glad to, Captain. And then, so, they go. Frankie inspects the ship. And he introduced Frankie to everybody. So everybody's acquainted. So they introduced, and the Frankie family, he introduced everybody to the Frankie family. And so, I'm going to say it took, so this is where things are going to change. This is where things are going to change. So, he whatchamacalls, he inspects the ship, and he tells Luffy, the ship's still broken. I'm just like in Cannon. But this time, Usopp don't spaz out. Because he knew this would happen. Because like, before he got on that motherfucker, he's like, Usopp, this ship ain't gonna last forever. So when it wear out, you better give this his proper respect to rest, alright? And then he's like, I will, Captain. And then so he's like, sir, the ship can never be repaired. The core is broken. Because I'm gonna just call it the core. I don't know what it's actually called, but I'm gonna just call it the core. He's like, the core is broke. Got some cracks in it. So he's like, we'll have to get you a new ship, right? And he's like, sir, if you would let me, give me the honor of rebuilding your ship. And then he's like, yeah, I got you. And so he's like, your budget, you got a budget of 400 million berries, right? He's like, yes, sir, very generous, right? So, so this time, so, that all happened. But in the meantime, with Chopper and Robin, I'm going to say that all four of them, it took all four of them, getting serious to detain Robin, because she didn't want to go. I'm going to say this time, she didn't go willingly, she was forced to go. And so, and Chopper was beaten bad, right? Beaten real bad. And so, half to death. And so, this time, whatchamacallit. So Robin got took, and they all go. They dip. And they dip because they didn't want to mess with Luffy. So they dip to Marineford. And so this time, Chopper, he goes back to the ship and he falls bloody. And then, bam. And Luffy heals him. And then a day later, Chopper wakes up. And then that's where I'm going to end it, my nigga. Yes, sir. I'm leaving y'all niggas off on another cliffhanger. Yeah. But, yeah, I'm post this right after I finish this, after I end it. So, peace out.